Okay, my friends, we're all set up. It's 7:01 in Boulder, Colorado. I see a couple of people from Russian-speaking team, and I see two of my friends. One is from Colorado, and another is from California. So it's a small group, but I hope they'll have fun today, and each of us can learn something. I know that two of my friends, English-speaking friends, they're not familiar with the breathing technique which we're going to use today, and I see that other two Russian-speaking people, they're probably very familiar with technique, so I hope they'll probably can learn some of the terminology. So can you give me okay that everything is working for you? Like, okay, Barb, I see that. Svetlana, can you hear me okay? Everything is fine. And RO team, okay, perfect. So we can start. So I'm first of all very grateful for this multi-international team joining me this morning, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Moscow. So it's a Friday evening, and I hope you prepare for the nice night. So before we begin, I invite you to turn your attention to yourself. When we do pranayama and yoga in general, it's a time which we devote to ourselves, to our self-development. So appreciate this attention you gave to yourself, and try to dedicate this lesson to something. This dedication will help you to finish the lesson, not to get tired in the middle and quit, to get all the benefits of the lesson. So you can say, I dedicate this lesson to my ability to do something, to become a better mom, to become a better friend, to become better physically. So whatever works for you, formulate this dedication. And try to remind about dedication at the end of the class. So we'll begin with a little warm-up, and you can invigorate yourself even more. You know, you can, if it's not enough movement for you, you can embellish anytime you want. But it's we'll start with a gentle massage of your head for us to wake up, and for you just to remind the feeling in your head. So gently massage, or not very gently, massage your head. Don't be afraid to disturb your hair, because you can always restore it. And second, women really think that hair is more important than it is. So massage your scalp, massage your forehead. If you don't have glasses, strongly massage the cheeks next to your nose to warm up your air passages. Then go to the cheeks, your chin, your ears. You can see that my face is becoming red, which is a good sign. Then switch to your neck, right here, your chest. Pull your ears down, pull your hair up. Pulling your hair up feels really, really good, and don't be afraid, it will just become stronger only. Now we'll switch to some joint warming up. Start rotating your shoulders. Try to synchronize it with breathing. Synchronize it with breathing. Shoulders backwards. Try to really, really move your spine. Change direction. Forward. Now I'll stand up so you can see me a little bit better. Start this movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Continue. Now let's do this movement. On the inhale, you rotate yourself up there, you twist your whole body. Inhale. Exhale, rotate backwards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Don't forget to engage your legs, kind of bounce on your knees. Next movement we'll do what we call spring. You can see my whole body, I hope so. So on the inhale, you tighten your spring. On the exhale, you throw your body up in the air and exhale sharply. Inhale, exhale. A good reminder to have some Kleenex because it's nice to clean your nose while you do this. Now let's loosen your hips by rotating them one direction. Change direction. Be beautiful, be sexy, be free in your movements. Then let's draw a figure in eternity by your hips. So it will be figure 8 in this plane. Let's begin. It should feel good, like you're dancing on a Friday night. Let's change direction. Now, let's switch to your knees. I had a surgery very recently, so my movement with the knees will not be as wide as desirable, but try to do better than I do. Let's rotate the knees outwards several times, inwards several times. Now let's move our joints and our feet. When you inhale, you'll lift your body on your toes and bend backwards. On the exhale, you return and you lift the toes. See, I'm lifting my toes. You can also move your fingers like you're grabbing something, because the tension in your limbs, especially in your toes and fingers, goes through the whole body. It just should feel good. Next, we'll try to relax our shoulders and our neck by bouncing on our knees and throwing your body down. Like, feel the body mass. Should feel good and freeing, like you're doing an African dance. You can just prance a little bit. You should shake your head. Your jaw might be loose. So all the liquids in your body start moving and wake up. So it's also a good practice to put some music and add some dance to this, which I haven't done it, but when you do it on your own, feel free to do that. So this is the kind of formal, very easy warm-up. I'll keep talking, you can continue moving, but you can incorporate any kind of dance when you do it on your own. So a little bit more vigorous pranayama will be, you use your hands and you make them as strong as possible, straight like this. And when you inhale, you straighten them. When you exhale, you hit your shoulders very sharply. Let's do this. On the next inhalation, hold the inhalation and continue this while you're holding your breath. Inhale, hold, continue. Next, we'll do the heart massage. We'll start with stomach Bastrika. I know that my English-speaking friends are not familiar with this term. Bastrika is very vigorous inhalation, and the length of inhalation is the same as the length of exhalation. For example, if I do stomach Bastrika, I will do the following. I hope you can hear my breathing. If I do chest Bastrika, the main movement is here. And you also can do full Bastrika when you actually puff off the whole area in your chest and your stomach and your lower stomach, and also on the back. So think about your body as a cylinder which moves in all directions. So this is Bastrika. We'll do several Bastrika through the stomach first. Let's begin. Purse your lips, make them small. Inhale through pursed lips. Puff off your cheeks like this, and hold your breath and do the following movements with straight arms. You should feel that your whole skeleton is feeling the vibration. Let's do it again, because it was probably hard to understand the inhalation through Kaki Mudra. I'll just show it for you separately. So you close your nose like this, you purse your lips, make them very narrow, and you inhale with like forced feeling. You just feel like you're constricting the air. At the end of inhalation, you puff up your cheeks and hold air like this. So let's do it again. Inhale, puff of cheeks, shake. It's really good vibration for all the liquids of your body. You can also add just like natural shaking, which also feels good at the end, especially if you go through the whole body, and you can even feel it in your buttocks, everywhere. Let's relax a little bit, because the next part of our session will be pretty vigorous. To relax, I suggest you to do Ujjayi Vyayama, which is inhalation, which you can hear through your vocal cords. You slightly constrict your vocal cords, and you inhale with a whispering sound, like in English-speaking lessons we call the ocean sound, can you hear me? It's like whispering something. That's how you inhale, okay? So in Ujjayi Vyayama, we'll synchronize slow Ujjayi breath with slow movement of your arms. To make our attention a little bit sharper, let's close our eyes, and as we're doing this move, well, don't close your eyes yet because you cannot see me otherwise. So we'll do this movement, slow movement with inhalation, and an exhalation will go down like this. So when we start, I'll invite you to close your eyes, inhale slowly, and imagine that you're drawing a line with the tips of your fingers, and the line becomes a circle. And you keep this image in your head while you're doing this. Okay, let's begin. Let's do a couple Ujjayi breaths. Slow, slow drawing of the circle and using whispering sound. Let's begin. Inhale. Exhale through the center. Keep the image of the circle around your body. Keep your eyes closed and keep the image. The second movement with Ujjayi breath will be the following. We'll inhale and we lift our arms up and we arch backwards and look at the tips of our fingers and you return to the center again. And here you imagine that you're drawing these half circles in front of your body. Let's begin. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the image of the circles. All of them, the beginning circle and this two circles. So if you lost the images, try right now, close your eyes. Imagine the circle you drew the first time around like this in this plane, and two half circles you drew in front of you. And now let's one more movement to train our attention. The movement will go like this. You'll on the inhale, you'll raise your arms in front of you and make them wide. On the exhalation, you return this. And so you draw this two small arches and try to keep all the arches you created before and now as you do that, okay? Let's begin. So the homework here, when you practiced it alone, it's a very good practice for attention in visualization. You can add complexity. You can imagine that the first circle is, say, white, the second lines are red, and the next one is blue, and try to keep all these images in your head. It's a good preparation for more complicated meditative techniques, which I hope we'll study later, okay? So let's do some simple pranayamas. We'll start with chest, we'll just start with the Bhastrika, which will be held with our hands. On the inhalation, you throw your hands up and you straighten your fingers. On the exhalation, you close them in the fists and you hit the ribs like this. And it should be Bhastrika, so inhalation and exhalation should be very energetic and equal in length. Let's begin. If you feel lightheaded, take a break and continue later. Finish. One quiet cycle of breath. Inhale on 90%. Hold your breath and do rotations. Hold it, change direction. If you feel short of breath, first of all, don't stop, keep moving after these exercises. And second, the very easy trick is just to hang your head below your waist, and you'll see that the desire to breathe fast will disappear almost immediately. To compensate hyperventilation, it's a good practice to do Uddiyana after these practices. So Uddiyana is, for my English-speaking friends who might not be familiar with Uddiyana, Uddiyana is in yoga, which is called false inhalation, which emulates the movement of inhalation, which is expanding your chest, but while you're holding your breath after exhalation. So you exhale, then you pretend you're trying to inhale, and this will make your chest bigger, and suck your stomach in, and the stomach should be relaxed, and this movement of fake inhalation will pull your stomach in. So basically, let me demonstrate for you, like fully inhale. If you're beginning, it helps to exhale with double exhalation. Then you pretend you inhale. So if you're just beginning, just do this. If you know how to do Dhyana proper, before you suck your stomach in, hold Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is contraction of all the muscles around your sphincter and your genitals in between. Just pull it up, hold it tight. This will make the effect of Uddiyana much stronger. You might feel by this action that your diaphragm here will be pulled in, so you'll see that your collarbones are very pronounced, and you actually feel sometimes that your area around your sphincter just gets pulled up. So this is a very detailed explanation, Uddiyana, which I will do the next time we do it, okay? So the second set, we'll do full Bhastrika, which is very powerful inhalation, exhalation, but you try to engage all the areas, okay? Let's begin. Don't try not to lift your shoulders. I'm lifting shoulders, but try not to. Inhale 90% and start rotating your arms around your body. Hold your breath. Relax. Inhale, almost fully. Do 2 more sips of air to the full inhale. And hold your breath and start tapping your body with your fingers, your palms. Don't feel pity to yourself, your fists. And finish strongly. To calm yourself, we can do this trick and see if it works for you. We'll do inhalation like this. Like you are almost ready to cry, you know, like we do like sipping when you cry, so you do. And slow exhalation through constricted mouth. Let's do it again. Okay. The next pranayama, I just learned the new movements from some Chinese videos, trying to diversify my sets. So it's new for me, so be forgiving. So to try to show you what is the movement, I'll move here. So on the inhalation, you move this way and open fully, like you're dancing and ready to hug somebody. Then you go back and inhale again here, exhale in between, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and you can add as much bending of your knee as you can. Right now my knee is a little bit jeopardized, so I will stay pretty much straight, but you can do this, this, and do that with a dancing attitude. You're having fun. So inhale, let's begin. Inhale 90%, hold your breath and continue the same movement, okay? Inhale, hold. To compensate, we'll do Uddiyana 3 times. If you know how to do Agnisara Dhauti, do Agnisara, which is moving your Uddiyana through from inhalation, like pulling in to relaxing. So I'll do Agnisara. If you don't do Agnisara, do 3 Uddiyanas. Interesting that classically, Agnisara, which is moving your stomach like this, is considered the comforting exercise which slows down your sympathetic system. But for me, it's actually engaging. Next one, we'll do the pranayama, which is called the pump. The movement, let me see, you can see my whole body here. The movement is as follows. So on the inhalation, you rotate your arms up and backward, hold your breath, exhale like this, like you're doing the pump. Let's do it slowly again. Exhale, inhale, exhale. So every time you forget, just look at me and it should be pretty obvious. Let's do several of them. Pretty energetically. Try to balance on your legs as well. If you can jump, jump. Inhale 90% and repeat this and try to get to the zone of holding your breath, which is not very pleasant. In this school, we are moving from green zone through yellow to orange. So hold that breath until it's not very pleasant. Trust me, it's safe for you. It's just, you know, we will not do anything extreme in this class, okay? Inhale, hold your breath. Remember to keep your throat and the mouth open. It helps to hold the breathing longer. To relax, let's do this double inhalation again. Now I want to introduce the technique which I learned in another school, and I hope you enjoy it. So people who actually have healthy knees, I'll recommend to do it in the gate pose. You basically bend one leg and you kneel on this leg, which I can't do because of my injury, but basically you kneel on this leg and straighten these legs forward. Imagine that I'm kneeling fully. It's a gateway pose, okay? So I'll be doing it standing, which is good too, okay? So either stand, repeat with me, or kneel on one leg and straighten another leg, okay? So inhale, inhale, slowly inhale, On the inhalation, bend yourself, put your elbow in your waist or lower if you can. Let's do 5 very slow breathings, trying to extend this part of the body. Slow breathing, you can look up to looking at your arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly exhale. Close your right nostril with your thumb and we'll do 20 Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati, for people who don't know that, it's very sharp exhalation, moving your stomach inward, and inhalation is happening naturally. Let's begin. Slow inhalation through the same nostril. Slow exhalation through the same nostril. Slowly inhale 90%. Hold your breath. Open your arms and move your head backwards. Hold your breath. If you feel dizzy, you can move your head forward in classical Jalandhara, basically chest, chin to your chest. But if you feel okay, just keep it open like this. Hold your breath until you feel some changes in your body. Sip of air before you exhale. Slowly exhale. Interesting, what happens to me after this exercise is a natural reluctance to breathe, like it's a natural pause of breathing. And this state is pretty much sacred in yoga. It's called Kevala, Kumbhaka, when you naturally stop breathing for several seconds. It's the closest to Samadhi you will ever be, probably. So let's repeat on the other side. So we did this side, let's do this side. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 5 breaths on your own here, deeply. Return slowly. Using your right hand, close the left nostril and do 20 vigorous Kapalabhati. Slow inhale. Slowly exhale. Slowly inhale 90%. Hold your breath. Apply Mula Bandha if you remember. Hold your breath. Open up and move your head backwards. Don't forget Mula Bandha. couple of sips of air before exhaling. Exhale. Enjoy a quiet moment for a second. To compensate, we'll do 3 bandhas, which will be Mula Bandha. Then you put the chin to your chest. Then you'll do Uddiyana by sucking everything in. Let's do it in exhalation. Inhale first. Deep, deep exhale. Contract your pelvic floor. Chin to the chest. And Uddiyana. The last pranayama that we're going to do today will be a modified skier. People who attended the classes before, they know skier is this motion. We'll modify it just for fun today. Instead of lifting your arms up, we'll be doing, okay, let's see. On the inhalation, we'll go up. On the exhalation, we'll go down. Up, down. You can actually change the, like you're dancing, like silly dance. So let's do the same procedure as before. We'll do about 20, 30 movements synchronized with breathing. Then we'll hold our breath and continue doing this. This time I invite you to go to the red zone. Feel very uncomfortable when you hold your breath. Once again, the first discomfort while you're doing that, you can fight by opening and relaxing your throat and your jaw, like you're hanging like this. It immediately helps to hold the breath. And second, just watch what your body tells you to do when you feel the first discomfort in holding your breath. We call it the red zone. What do you think? Like, is your first thought just stop doing whatever you're doing because you might die? Try to suppress it, because that's how we train our body and our mind to react to stress. The reaction to stress is not specific, so any other stress in your life, you probably behave the same way as you react to this simple stress of holding your breath. Okay, let's begin. Inhale, exhale. You can jump at the top. Inhale and hold. Don't forget to relax the throat. If you done it right, you feel really warm, you should feel a little bit sweaty, you should feel vibration of the blood in your fingers and your toes. You should feel good. I call it the second awakening, because the first time you wake up, it's the first one, then the second time you have a cup of coffee, and the third one probably when you do pranayamas. Just because we have such a supportive team here, we'll do one vibrational technique, just because it feels good for the morning and even afternoon for some people who are on the other side of the world. Let's do a couple of calm breaths. You can apply this double inhalation if you want to come down. You could also hang yourself a little bit. So let's do Bhastrika, held with your arms. The movement will go like this. On the inhalation, we open. On the exhalation, we close. Open, close. Okay, let's begin. Inhale through the narrow lips, called Kaki Mudra. Exhale the same way. Inhale through the nose. On the slow exhalation, start coughing and tapping everything you can reach. You can change from very light coughing to very deep coughing. And if you feel like something's different, just apply extra attention there. Simhasana to help cleansing. Deep inhalation through Kaki, and after that, Simhasana is lion's breath. You exhale with really ugly face, sticking your tongue out, imagining that negativity, all great things in your life coming out through your throat. Let's begin. We'll do 3 Simhasanas. Once again. Don't be afraid to be ugly. It's helpful. To harmonize this ugliness with the universe, we'll do a little singing. Let's do a very short set of Bastrikas. Also help with your arms like this. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and sing ah, ah. Inhale and change the sound. Let's do oh. In general, I recommend when nobody's around, do all kind of shamanic sounds in the morning, like e-oh, wow, way, way. It feels so good and very relaxing. Okay, so we're done with pranayamas, and I want to introduce you to proper pranayama today, and some of them are very familiar with that. We'll do triangle breathing. So you can sit down in any comfortable pose. You can find a meditation bench. You can be in a chair. I just recommend not to lie down because you'll feel probably sleepy if you're on the floor. So the key here is to sit with a very straight spine so the air can pass freely through physiologically, just physiology is coming, moving freely. Then your skeleton is self-supported, so you can support this pose for, like we'll do probably 5 minutes, but I'll recommend when you do it on your own, do 15-20 minutes breathing. So triangle breathing is very simple. You basically inhale, it's the first stage. You hold your breath, you exhale. That's called triangle. So many people are familiar with it. Some people probably tried alternating nostril. We'll do just simple. Inhale, hold, exhale. So what are the keys here if you want to make the cycle longer? The beginning of inhalation happens very naturally without any forcing, and the beginning of exhalation happens the same way. So try to elongate this beginning part as much as you can. So like slowly fill yourself up. Second key, try to move your breath very smoothly without like steps. Just smoothly, because it will conserve your energy. When you inhale, don't inhale fully like 100%. It's very hard to hold it. it's tiring. So you want kind of relaxed inhalation to 90%. So you can hold it easily. Try not to collapse your chest. Keep your chest open when you hold your breath, and keep your vocal cords open so the air can migrate back and forth, and the blood doesn't get stagnated in your head. So basically, keep your throat very relaxed when you hold your breath. Before you release your retention, do a little sip of air to signify your body that you're ready to release, and after that, very smooth, relaxed exhalation. Then treat every breath as separate, and don't curse yourself, don't criticize yourself with like, oh yeah, I'm doing very short cycles. Nobody cares. You're doing it for you, and it's your own progress there. So we'll do the breath in the proportion 1 to 1. So if you inhale on, say, 4 seconds, you hold your breath on 8 seconds, and you exhale for 4 seconds. To understand what proportion you should do, you should start with doing just 1-to-1 breath, just to estimate how long you can make just one breath. For example, if you find yourself that the whole breath will take like 12 seconds, say you inhale, 12 seconds you exhale. So the whole breath takes about 24. So to find how long then you can do the base in triangle breathing, you take this 24 seconds, divide it by 4, and this is your base. This is 6. So you inhale on 6, hold on 12, exhale on 6. But I would go even more conservatively, because between inhalation and holding, and after that, there's also extra seconds. So give yourself some slack, and if you inhale 12 and exhale 12, in the triangle breathing, do 5, 10, 5. And if you see that you have lots of strength left, you can increase the base and make it longer. So you should work in the zone which is not too easy for you, but also sustainable, okay? And if you get tired, you can switch again to 1-to-1 and just continue. So I will use my metronome here, so I hope you'll hear it. So the metronome, can you hear my metronome? So the metronome is set for 50 beats a minute, so it's slower than 1 second. I find it more relaxing, less unnerving. So let's begin now, and I'll give you time. I'll just check with you like in several minutes maybe. Start with maybe 2-5 breaths, 1-to-1, with closed eyes, relaxed. Forget about everybody around you. Just it's your own practice. I know it's a cliche to hear that, but it's truly your practice. So let's do like 3-5, 1-to-1, then switch 1, hold for 2, exhale for 1. Let's begin. I'll do with you guys. So let's begin together. For people who just beginning these practices, which are called cyclical pranayama, if you find yourself you're really enjoying one-to-one breathing, just do that. It's as beneficial and will build your resilience for more complex patterns. So if you feel uncomfortable in triangle, return to simple one-to-one breathing and concentrate on that and treat this time as meditation, because it's a simple form of meditation. You're counting and watching your breath. Let's do 3 more cycles, and I'll have to wrap up the Zoom because it's been 1 hour. I was planning only 30 minutes, but yeah. Okay, my friends, I'm sorry to interrupt the meditative breathing, but it has been a long lesson, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time, okay? Enjoy your evening, enjoy your morning, whatever you do today, okay? Namaste.